loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bag.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Cryptcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Brian.
And we are coming to you from inside the one and only, not the one and only, the Comic Crypt in Eatontown, New Jersey. And
we add them, they close, we open more, they close. Like, it's hard to keep track.
Yeah, we're not the only ones. We're just, people put names on theirs. Right?
Yes,
Fat Jack's.
Yeah, Fat Jack's Comic Crypt.
And there's definitely a Comic Crypt in Florida.
Yeah, for sure, because they keep calling us for the books on eBay.
Yeah, people look them up, and we get calls about the books they have on eBay, which is like, nope, that's not us, sorry. And they go, oh.
Yeah. Sounds like they have great books, though.
Yeah, they have amazing books. Anytime someone calls about it, it's just like a killer, like, Silver Age book where it's like, I wish
Spider-Man
I had that.
number 3 or something?
Yeah,
it's like, I fucking wish I had a Spider-Man number 3 to sell you.
It's so cool. I'm going to go check out their eBay. I don't have money to afford it.
It's got to be in the name.
Yeah, sure. Before we get into books and stuff, we had someone send us a whole slew of recommendations to read. Jack's in this.
A list?
A list of stuff to read. I just want to go through them because there's 5 of them.
All right,
6 of them, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not crazy, but...
Savage Avengers. That was the one with Conan.
Yeah, I know.
100 Bullets.
Like, Avengers is already like a thing where it's like, don't like the Avengers. I like Conan.
The Adventures with Conan.
Oh, even less.
100 Bullets.
100 Bullets I've heard nothing but good things about.
Yeah. There's actually coming back. There's, I think, a miniseries coming back very soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
We forgot 5. There's 5 more bullets rattling around, yeah.
Peacemaker Tries Hard.
I want to say I read that.
I remember when it was coming out.
That was like his last series, right?
I don't think it was the last series. I think it was the one before that.
Yeah, they're funny.
It was concurrent with the show coming out.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is now that Peacemaker has been remade into Deadpool, it's fine. It's funny. Like, he's a funny guy. And I was like, no, he was a Punisher. He was a fucking Frank Castle.
Yeah, he just got remade, yeah. Lord Baltimore.
The Baltimore books are awesome. Like, I read, like, the first 3 that came out, and then, like, he died and his daughter took over. I read a few of those. Like, it's good shit.
Cool. Judge Dredd vs. Batman.
Oh, I've obviously read all of those.
And Space Mullet.
Space Mullet?
That was the wild card. I've never heard of that one. I have to see what it is.
I remember a series about a space trucker, but I don't know if that's it. I don't think it was called Space Mullet. Something else.
Well, Space Mullet's by Daniel Warren Johnson, so it's
it was. Yeah, I think it is the space trucker one then, because it had his style art. It was before he was a name, though. Like, it was before...
Yeah, it sounds earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, I might even read, like, the first couple of issues of that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate the list, Jack. That's definitely all going on. We'll see.
Are they all going on?
I'll put them in there. Will we get to them all? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
I mean, I only have a problem with one book on that list. Every time the Avengers are a thing, it's just like, no thank you. No thank you.
I'm going to pick lots of Avengers books this year, I guess.
Oh, you suck. Well, that's not supposed to be the point.
Just to hate pick everything?
I can hate pick books for you. I mean, you don't like any old shit. I'll just pick old shit.
It's not like I don't like any old shit. It's just I didn't appreciate Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm. You're going to like Crisis on Infinite Earths even less.
What if I love it?
I will bet you money you don't.
What if it, like, changes my life and I become a DC guy? I abstained from Marvel forever because it was so good.
No. Nope.
Let's talk about some books.
Sure.
Let's talk about a DC book.
Let's talk about a DC book. You're going to talk about Absolute Green Arrow?
Yes, sir. By Pornsak. I always don't know how to say his name.
Pishishot is yours?
I don't. It's such a complicated name. I don't know. I feel bad. How? You're just...
I don't know. The first time that name was ever presented to me was, hey, did you read the Green Arrow book about Pornsak piece of shit?
Well, that's just mean. That's a mean thing to say. This man has to live with that name.
Yeah, I know. And it was said by one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
Well, that man wrote it.
Well, listen. You know, if Raphael Albuquerque is going to be on a book, they need to put somebody to make his name look better.
But Albuquerque's easy. Albuquerque's like, that's a place.
It's still like both of their names on the cover just looks like alphabet soup threw up.
Yeah, I mean, if you've never seen Albuquerque before, it is there's a lot of there's Q's and U's and E's all over the place. It's
Should
not.
have made the left turn at Albuquerque.
So, it's okay.
It's okay. I like that it's being told through not Black Canary.
It's still her. She had that moniker.
Okay. Well, she's not. I mean, she's not running around in a costume. She's like not a detective now. She seems like
She's former MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Former police. She's now personal security.
Yeah. Security guard, which is like kind of interesting.
She still had the relationship with Ollie earlier, though, like in college.
Right. It flashes back to them in bed and everything like that. Like, that's cool. But I'm just saying, it's an interesting position for her being the non-hero character. You know, she's kind of getting dragged along. She was forced into the security position.
In this one in particular, she's being blackmailed into it by Hector Hammond, yeah.
Yeah, so she's like the innocent person being pulled into it, like, just, you know, by happenstance. Like, I just, you know, wanted a job. My dad's dying of cancer. Like, I'm just trying to get some money. Like,
yeah, she's trying to pay for his treatments and stuff.
Yeah, and, you know, in her first day on the job, the Green Arrow killer shows up and starts murking people.
But that's why she was brought in, right? Because
right.
Oliver Queen's former business partner, was killed by the Green Arrow.
Yeah.
And this is just it's like a murder mystery book.
Yeah. I also like that you weren't gonna. It could have gone two ways, you know. Like, you weren't gonna see any like Green Arrow arrows, like you weren't gonna see boxing glove arrows and shit like that.
No, these are just murder arrows.
But they're not just murder arrows, because they're clearly poison tipped. Like, people's faces are bubbling up and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, I'd kind of like to see Green Arrow have some.
Just be serious and dark.
Have some nasty arrows though, just like, you know, like, not, yeah, clearly Ollie's not gonna kill people in continuity, but, you know, if he just has, like, you know, some traces of poison that, like, you know, put people to sleep and pass out and stuff,
or just like paralytics or stuff.
Yeah, because like, you know, he always has like gas arrows, and that just makes him too close to Batman.
Which is fun.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's cool to draw, like, it's smoky, and stuff.
Sure.
But, you know.
But this, so I'm sure everyone knows already, just because all the lead up to it. But this Green Arrow is killing billionaires. No one knows why.
Because he's Mario. It has a very now vibe to it too.
Do you mean Luigi?
Yeah.
Wrong brother.
I know, wrong brother. Which
It's me.
Yeah, I'm surprised I fucked that up, because I like Luigi more than Mario, especially that Luigi.
So, like I said, someone killed Ollie's former business partner, who was a garbage person. There's a lot of social commentary going here. Billionaires messing with underage people, being rapey about things. You know.
So relevant.
Like I said, Hector Hammond blackmails Dinah into being a security guard, and now she needs to figure out who this is. And she gets three suspects. She gets Roy Harper and two other people I don't remember.
Mia.
Yeah.
Mia, AIDS girl. Speedy.
Yep. What was the other one?
I don't know who the other one is.
Okay. My money's on Roy still. I don't know.
No, maybe it's me if she still has AIDS. Like, really? In the Absolute Universe, I got AIDS too? Jesus Christ, I'm going to kill everybody. Bad babysitter.
Okay.
Don't let Mia watch her kids.
I don't plan to.
It's not her fault. It's funny that she was watching the kid when the building collapsed.
Sure. But yeah, it wasn't a knock it out of the park kind of book. It was just like, okay, this is a solid start. Like, I can get behind everything here.
Yeah.
All the relevant information is laid out. Like, the relationship, the past, like, it's cool.
Yep, good momentum.
I dig it. You learn how Ollie made his money and how he was an idealist, which is why he died.
Yeah, right. He was creating what did the app do?
It was a stock trading
to help
app.
normal people trade.
Right.
Yeah. It's like all the shit you see advertised online now.
Yeah,
well, he stock trading.
Right, but he was into like redistribution of wealth, not just like let the wealthy be wealthy. Like everyone should have access to money.
Definitely would have got killed in this world.
If you like the absolute stuff, is worth checking out.
Yeah. Good fit for the universe.
All the rest of the stuff I have are indies from last week.
I have indies. Yeah, I did.
Indie
Of the Earth. What was that? Was that an Image one? I didn't write what company.
I think so.
Chris Condon, writer, and Andrew Erich on art. No, also wrote it, and Charlie Adler. Adward was the artist.
It was tripping me out seeing Adler. You're a Walking Dead guy, and to see him do something that's not Walking Dead, it's like, whoa. I had to, my brain had to realize that, even though I haven't read Walking Dead in years, it's just like, that's Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And it was such a, just a normal person story, too, where it's like, this is still Walking Dead.
That it could have been an issue, because it has all, the monotone colors, it's all,
very flat.
And sepias and shit, very flat. Mm-hmm. And it was not an uplifting story.
No.
We are following a main character, a young lady named Tabby.
She's a cat.
She's a cat.
She's not a cat.
She is on the run from wherever the hell she lived and wherever the hell she worked. She is not happy with a guy named Sammy, and she is on the run with a basket full of money in her car.
A literal basket.
Literal basket full of money.
Like a wicker basket.
Yeah. And she makes her way to her grandmother's house in a neighboring town and finds her grandma covered in oil in the basement.
Speaking gibberish.
Yeah, just speaking gibberish.
Literally scared out of her mind.
There's a 2-page summary in the beginning talking about the wildcatter myth, which is, I guess, like a chupacabra kind of deal. It's just a myth that roughnecks, oil rig workers, it's a story amongst them. So this is going to have something to do with that.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
So she's just on a run. She goes to her grandma's house for help. That's it.
Yeah.
And weird shit's happening.
Yeah, she gets pulled over on the way. That's where you get the look at the money.
Yeah,
that
that had to be a nod to Psycho, original Psycho. Remember, she gets pulled over, and it's a very tense moment because she's got the money and stuff on her. It's very Psycho. It just kind of clicked over that that whole thing is it's Psycho. Woman running from a life to
get murdered.
Sure.
Doesn't seem like it.
She might, but she comments when she gets to her grandmother's house that there's an oil derrick on the property that's new. That's it.
No.
Really slim on what the story gives you, but enough to be okay, I'm in for issue 2 to see what happens.
Yeah. They don't give you a lot to go on, but I think that helps. It's a mystery. Mm-hmm. What's not a mystery? You can call these books it's a murder mystery. It's a supernatural murder mystery.
It's a superhero mystery. Yeah. Well, you gotta hook you somehow.
Right.
I've got Babylon Cove #1 by Rafer Roberts and Joe Yzma. Not great.
The name? Joe Yzma?
Yeah, terrible name.
Joe Mama. Joe Yzma.
You say Yzma, and I just think of the villain from Emperor's New Groove. I love that movie.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
It is voiced by Eartha Kitt.
Aha. Okay.
Yeah, she's the villain, and her...
I will watch that just because she voiced it. Because Emperor's New Groove is David Spade, right? He's the goat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
It's David Spade and John Goodman, and Yzma's henchman is... God damn it, what's his face? The guy who played Tick.
The guy who played the superhero Tick? The blue Tick?
Super deep voice.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on the name right now.
Shit, he's the voice of Brock Lesnar too, right? Not Brock Lesnar, Brock Sampson.
Yes.
Lesnar.
Yeah.
Fucking hate Brock Lesnar. I can't think of his name right at the moment.
I'll come to it. But the cast is great, and it's very much like a comedy movie, and it's wonderful.
That guy never opens his eyes. He's always squinting.
Squinting? Yeah, some people squint. I lost my train of thought. Right. Not very good.
No.
Heather's a terrible person. Her father dies. She has to go home. She doesn't want to go home because she's a terrible person. Nobody likes her. But a lot of other people are back in town because other family members have died. Uncles, other parents, cousins, whatever. So a lot of people from her graduating class are back in town. There's a bunch of personal drama wrapped up that I don't think is really going to matter. And an old man is seemingly possessed by weird worms, and says some ominous shit to her in a quick stop kind of mart, and they're like, oh, that's weird. And they just kept going. And they're like, oh, Mr. Jenkins, you're so silly. You okay? And then the book ends with weird dude sacrificing a bunch of elderly people at the old folks' home to do something. I don't know. It's kind of confusing, and everyone sucks. And not in a good way.
I'll have to check it out. I love books where everyone sucks.
I like stories where characters, like, all of them have, like, an issue where it's like, you're also a bad person. And you can make that work. She just sucks. She's just trying to avoid everything. She's trying to avoid her mother, who just lost her husband. Like, one of her aunts just, like, yells in her face, and she just, like, walks away. She's like, I want to go home. Just not a whole lot. There's nothing positive for me to say about this book, unfortunately.
As long as you have a lot to say about it, you know? It doesn't have to be positive.
I don't know.
Sometimes negative shit's entertaining.
I guess. Okay. She's the host for some sort of, like, god or demon or something. That's what the supernatural person wants, is, like, her for a wife or something. Because her dad was like an archaeologist or some shit, and she remembers playing with a particular little, like, totem when she was a child.
That seems like it should have been more upfront with your delivery. That's way more relevant.
But all the terrible thing was in the forefront of my mind.
Okay, fair enough.
And that played very little in the story. The story was just her being shitty.
Hey, they're gonna get there.
I hope so.
Maybe she's not shitty. Maybe it's the influence of the other...
sure. It sure seems like she sucks, because it's not like she's not, like, struck with, like, bouts of being an asshole. It's just she just is all the time.
Maybe the entity will cure her, and she'll be lovely.
That'd be cool. Blech.
Bleh. Speaking of bleh, you read Seven Wives, right? From
Yes.
IDW?
Yeah.
Zoe... No, it's just Zoe. It's not Zoe.
It's pronounced Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe Tunnell? Tunnel. Like tunnel?
It's pronounced Tunnel.
Right, because it's two N's. I like it.
And two L's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, it's fancy.
And V. Gagnon.
Mormon murder mystery.
Yep, that's what I have written down. I wrote because they were like, we're not Mormons. I'm like, Mormon-ish murder mystery.
All right, so we went over this before.
We did.
So there's Mormons. So that's the LDS, the Church of Latter-day Saints. And then you have the FLDS, which is just a fundamentalist version of that. And they're the ones who dress kind of old-timey and are super, super, super duper conservative and practice polygamy.
They're not that super conservative, because 2 of the 7 wives are gay.
Well, they have to go be gay in secret in the woods.
That's why.
That's how conservative they are.
Yeah. And that's why they probably murdered their husband.
No, I think because the husband was a piece of shit. But the FLDS, like, they are denounced by the regular church because of their practices. They're like, no, they suck. And there's lots of, like, abuse and stuff within that community because it's very insular and stuff like that.
But the head of the family and the church gets murdered.
Brutally stabbed to death.
Like 40-something times, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was a lot.
In the church.
And in specific, like, places. They didn't get into, like, where or why, but they're like, it was done very deliberately in very deliberate spots. And it was like, well, all right.
Yeah, he's murdered brutally in his church. The time, like, maps to, like, when a service is happening, which is weird. And 2 detectives are trying to figure it out. But they're running up against the wall because it's very closed community. So they're trying to interview all the wives. There are 7 of them, and there's a son who's now taking over as patriarch. And they have to tease out what is happening.
Yep.
And from what we see, a very abusive household.
Right. The 2 detectives are hysterical because they go and get bombed.
Yeah, well, come on. You have a hard job. You go and you have a few drinks and you talk about it.
Sure. I kind of liked it though.
I'm not huge on the art.
The art's okay.
The art's kind of a turnoff for me.
I didn't think it was that bad.
The mystery is set up interesting, and they give you, like, little sprinkles of, like, whodunit. But
yeah, that's the only problem I had is if, like, because one of the wives, who seems particularly argumentative with the detectives and just like really stubborn and kind of just not cooperating.
Well, they went to talk to her because she had those traits, and she's the one who's going to like help us because she's willing to buck against the
and they manipulated
the norm.
her really well because they were just like, all the other wives said this shit about you, and she was like, oh yeah, and fucking kind of came back with a lot of shit. But after the police leave for the day, she seemingly pulls the murder weapon out of a vent. It's a knife in a Ziploc bag, and she pulls it out of like a vent in the house, and then goes off to bury it in the woods and meet up with one of the other wives that she is in a relationship with. So,
and they are spied on by another wife.
I think they're spied on by the son.
The son. Okay, I wasn't. It wasn't sure. It was very shadowy. It just could have been more.
It could have been more. I'm hoping that they didn't sip their hat too blatantly.
I'm sure it's a red herring.
I hope there's some other curveball coming, or there's a third party involved that, like,
or all seven wives stab the shit out of this dude.
Yeah, they go back to like like rule breaking and punishments, and like it's old school, like getting beat with a switch.
Getting locked up for a while.
Yeah, and the one that takes a knife and sneaks off, like they flash back to her being disobedient or whatever, or questioning shit and getting beaten real hard by the first eldest wife,
the only legal wife,
and later on when she is sneaking around the house, she sees the eldest legal wife,
the first wife,
disciplining herself, like in the kitchen, beating herself with a reed or. Which was like interesting. It's like, oh, you're masochistic. I mean,
that's a thing. Flatulation's a thing.
Sure.
It's spiritual purification through pain.
Flatulation? Yeah, I fart all the time.
Flagellation. You flagellate yourself. I've got Odin #1 by Marguerite Bennett and James Tinian, and Letizia Caranici.
Now, I like James Tinian. I like Marguerite Bennett. I had no interest in that book. Like, I flipped through it, and it just did not.
There wasn't a lot there.
Yeah, I passed, because I was just like, you guys, it looked like 6 teenagers hanging out in the woods. And I was like, it's high school.
But what if 5 of them were Nazis?
I'd find better friends.
The story is about a journalist infiltrating a group of young Nazis. They are like self-proclaimed. It's making like a commentary on like Gen Z kind of being like wayward and lacking direction and just like wanting to be extreme just to be extreme's sake, for extreme, like just to do it. So like they're part of like an extreme music scene where like fucked up stuff is happening, like it's like metal shows where like they're stomping like dogs to death on stage, and people are like cutting themselves, just being extreme.
Cruelty to animals, count me out.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see it, they just talk about it.
There's enough Nazis in our government, I don't need it in my comic books. She
successfully gets into the group right before they take a trip to the fatherland, because they are Odin worshippers, and they don't worship Jesus because he was a dirty Jew. That's how Nazi they are.
But they're into Norse gods. So
Yeah.
They can work for the FBI. Yeah, join Kesh Patel in Valhalla.
Yeah. They're going there for a particular thing because they have a little, like, it's like a map or whatever set on some human skin that's saying, like, this star alignment's happening here, and you can use it to summon a god or whatever. So they go, and some magic happens or something, and they hallucinate for a very long time. It's unclear for how long in the book, but like they come.
Acid usually lasts 8 hours.
No, I was like, oh yeah, they're good because they all drink from a cup that's like a skull, and they all put their blood in it. So it's mead and blood, but because of the ritual, they all hallucinate for a long time because one of the characters mentions on like the length of her nails and how her hair grew out. So, but in the hallucination, they're eating a stag that's like leading them along. And when they come to, they are lost in the middle of the woods, and they've eaten one of the people that was with them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. That's where it stopped.
Okay. Issue 2, they all die because they get lost.
Yeah.
They get out of the woods.
Yeah. It implies that they successfully summon something and there's some like actual like Norse like mythology like tied into it, but yeah, it's a weird one. I don't know what to think. Like interesting enough for me to go, oh, I'll try issue 2, but like I don't know what the direction it's going in.
Well, you didn't sell me on it, so.
I mean, if you want to watch a bunch of Nazis die in the woods.
I always want to watch Nazis die.
Huh? Come on. That's all I got from last week.
That's all I have from last week, too. I did some, like, catching up stuff on behind shit I hadn't touched. I read Daredevil 1 and 2.
Thoughts?
By Stephanie Phillips and Lee Garbett. I'm traditionally not a Daredevil guy.
Me too.
I don't like
same
Daredevil stuff. It seems pretty good.
I disagree.
I know you don't like it.
I'm trying, man. Every time Daredevil comes out, I try, and it's just not doing it for me.
It didn't turn me off to the point where I'm not willing to read it. Him being a professor in college, I kind of didn't like, because it seemed like a very Peter Parker thing to do, and I don't like when that kind of stuff happens.
I don't dislike that pivot for him, because he's always doing like court stuff, and it's like, hey, that's demanding for time. You're living a Daredevil life. Having a set schedule where you just have morning classes, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, like, they handled it appropriately, because, I mean, the first thing I thought was, like, what happens the first time you get majorly, messed up, and you have to, like, go in and answer for that. And it was the first issue where he's, like, calling Foggy to go cover his class for him, and it's like, yeah, you're gonna lose your job. Like, you suck, you can't do this. You can't have a normal life. Unless you go open up a gym where you're boxing every day, where we're like, okay, yeah, his dad was a boxer. Of course he's going to do that. Like, yeah, that's why your face looks like silly putty every day. This makes sense. Go do that, Matt. But I like that the relationship between the students, how they're pushing back and stuff, because he tries to, like, ban technology, and they're like, no, like, just because you can't use it doesn't mean we can't use it. It's an aid, not a distraction.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like, all right.
Well, but, I mean, I think he used that specifically as a way to hammer away his because he's teaching a class on contract law,
right?
And I think he used that as a way to
have that
to illustrate a point,
with the girl,
to illustrate a point. Yeah, I don't think it was a legitimate thing. What I did like about, I remember, I think it was in the first issue, but like someone raises their hand and that girl's like, "He's blind, he can't see your hand, you idiot."
Yeah,
and I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Overall, like, I don't like the villain.
I'm curious about the villain because he doesn't breathe and he doesn't have a heartbeat and he's able to hide from all these things.
He modulates his voice, but that's my problem. Is like, what do we come up with? We come up with a guy who Daredevil can't see or pin down. It's like, okay, but like, why and how?
How is really what I'm.
It's just one of those, like, you just made this guy up to fuck with Daredevil, and that kind of sucks. Also, I think he looks like shit.
He looks too ritually, like robes and shit. Like he's got to be part of an organization or some shit.
I think it's poor design.
If he's a hand guy, I wouldn't be like surprised when they're like, "Look, he's involved with an order."
Personally, I think it's poorly designed. I prefer the Matt life changes to the Daredevil shit going on. That's how I feel about it. I'll read like maybe 2 issues if it can keep me hanging.
Well, I read the 2. So
I mean, 2 more.
So
they're
going to get me 3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll try 3 or 4 if it can keep me interested.
And I also caught up on Captain Marvel: Dark Past by Paul Jenkins and Lucas Rennick. I
only read issue 1 of that, and I vaguely remember.
It's dope. Like, I'm a Carol fan. And the first issue, she's confiding in friends. Like, it's guest starred at the wazoo. We got Tony in there. Her and Tony go beat up the Wrecking Crew. Later on, she's having breakfast with Jessica Drew, and she's
the Wrecking Crew. That was the open, right? The cold open.
Yeah.
Right, because the Wrecking Crew got like a Kree power up somehow.
Yeah.
And that's kind of kicking off her memory shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the thing. The meat of it is that she's just remembering stuff that she feels like she's getting memories back. And in the second issue, she goes to visit Emma and Rogue, because she feels like she's getting memories back.
hey, remember you fucked up my life?
Right. It's like she feels like she's getting them back slowly from that. You know,
Right.
so like she's still recovering from whenever that happened back in
Sure.
the 80s.
Sure.
You know. So yeah, like 2 issues, like 4 guest stars, a cool fight scene with the Wrecking Crew, and back when she had her the 2nd volume run that happened during Dark Reign and like Moonstar took over.
Yeah.
Well, before that happened, there was a particular issue where she had gone home to visit her dad when he was dying, and her mom gets in her face and she's like, "Why'd you even come here?" Blah blah blah. And she goes in the room and sits down with her dad, and she's talking to her dad about like how estranged their relationship was. And in the room, she's kind of like, "What am I doing? This is stupid. I'm talking to a body. This is ridiculous." And she goes to like storm out and leave. She's like, "Right, why did I come back? Why?" And in that time, the mom had turned around on it. And she was like, no, she like cuts her off in the hallway and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like I shouldn't have did that." And Carol's like, "Nah, fuck you. You're right. I'm out." And just fucking storms out and leaves. And I'm just like, yeah, like fucking righteous anger. Like Carol just fucking go, "Nah, fuck you people. Like I don't need you. Like I left. I joined the Air Force. I did shit. Look at what I did without. Like I don't need you holding me back."
Right.
And I kind of like love that about her, that she's like that strong of a character, where she's like, "Yeah, even when it hurts, I'm gonna fucking be like, I'm protecting me," you know. And one of the memories that comes back between her and her dad is like her brother had died, something that happened to her brother, and the dad lashed out at her and said, "It should have been you." And that's one of the things that she remembers. And it's like, yeah, fuck your dad. Like,
Sure.
absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, it's called Dark Past, so.
Right. So, like, that's delivering big for me as a fan of the character.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So, first off, this week, I've got Doomquest #1 by
Me too.
Ryan North and Francesco Mobili.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to read Doom stuff, considering he's dead and he's not around. So
Right, yeah, this is taking place at some point in the past.
Yeah.
Just disconnected from everything. But Doom needs something to do to pull Latveria out of its slump. Because Latveria is kind of like an advisor comes to Doom and he's like, "Please don't kill me, but like, we don't have like manpower and we don't have enough money to do anything cool and we kind of suck on the world stage.
On the world stage, we're not where
and
we
Doom's
should
just
be.
like, I need something."
Yeah, and I do like the relationship between the advisor Hanak.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hanak. Which is funny that he's got a name at all,
Sure.
because later on, Hanak's a friggin' Doombot.
Yeah.
He rips his face off and reveals a Doom face underneath. With the Avengers and the Fantastic Four, they come raiding.
Well, it's just,
He builds a big bad thing.
he sees Reed speculatively talking about a different time, a different form of time travel, where like you put your mind at different points in time and have everything happen at the same time, so you can effectively correct the time stream, right? And Doom gets mad. And he's like, "Blah, blah, 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 stupid Reed, blah, blah, blah," and he's like, "But that's a good idea. I'm going to do it."
Yeah, he builds a big giant time machine.
So he makes a big time machine that he can project his mind into a bunch of different points in the past and change everything. And then the Avengers show up,
But back to the
and the X-Men and the Fantastic Four.
Back to the Hanek thing. When he's leaving the room and he's like, "I just told you the truth. Please don't kill me." And Doom tells him, he's like, "As long as you continue to provide the truth, I will not kill you."
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, okay, so you don't have to lie to him to appease him. Like,
Sure.
that's a cool
Sure.
thing.
Yeah.
And then later on, when everyone comes attacking, he's like, he says, "Send out all of the Doom bots," and Hanek's like, "All of them?" And he's like, "All of them, every last one." And then Hanek rips his face off and goes flying into the fray. And it's like, that was fucking cool.
It's cool, but it's confusing. Is it like, were you a real boy? Like, what? Like,
But I mean,
did you
like-
think you were a real person?
But that's like all the things that, like, you know, you would come to expect in Doom, like, you know, like
That Doom can't even allow other people around him, and
Right.
they have to be some form of himself.
Right.
So he's built this thing. Everyone attacks him. He's like, "No, I'm doing it to help," and they're like, "No, you're not, you dummy. Stop. We can't let you do this. Doom, like, unfettered in the time stream, will be very bad." And Johnny is with Sue. And they're, like, Sue's successfully stopping him. And Johnny knocks Sue out.
Yeah.
And he says, "Go." Like,
Right.
he helps Doom. Why?
Can't wait to find out.
Thing's not in the picture, by the way.
Yeah, he's not there. And he's not even there.
No, he's not
in
at
the fight.
all. Like, he's not. Yeah, I don't remember seeing him.
Yeah, because it's Wolverine, Cyclops, like...
Yeah, we see a slew of other Avengers. Yeah. Like, She-Hulk was there.
Yeah.
Reed got to the machine and he's fucking with stuff, and Doom's like, "Brah!" Doom manages to like get into the time stream, and he wakes up, and remember, it's not him physically time traveling; it's his mind.
Right.
He wakes up and he's like sitting at it like a very nice like tea party, and he picks it up and it says White Star Line, and he goes, "Reed!" And he's on the Titanic.
Yeah. It's hysterical.
So I think we're just gonna get Doom bopping around the time stream at different points where he's just gonna get beat up.
But will he intervene and fix stuff?
How
Could you imagine he
could
doesn't
he possibly?
I mean, he's Doom. He could like make the iceberg disappear and they don't hit it.
Like, what are the limits to that? Because it's his mind in someone's body, right? It's not him. They show him in his armor and everything, but that's his mind inhabiting the body of a person on the ship.
Right.
So, like, what are the extent of the skills? He should still have the magic.
That's what I'm saying. He's still arcane, maybe, but no tech.
Right.
Because the tech's not actually there.
Yeah. So I'm curious how that's gonna play out. So. There was a point in there where they finished the machine and they're talking about like the science of it and the parameters, and there's a little box that says, infuriatingly, everything lines up with what Reed said. So that was okay. It was okay. If you like Doom, it's fine. Unimportant as far as like the rest of the world goes.
Nah, but like Doom throwing temper tantrums is usually pretty fun.
He's entertaining the Reed.
Yeah.
I also have Superman, Father of Tomorrow, #1 by Kenny Porter and Danny Earls. So this is an Elseworlds thing where instead of Kal-El escaping Krypton, Jor-El escapes.
Now, is there a Kal-El?
Yep.
And he gets left behind?
Yep. There's a pretty messed up panel where you see Jor-El in the ship, like yelling, and you could see the skeletons of a woman and a baby next to it.
So why?
They don't go into why he was in it, and
they weren't.
Right.
He wasn't. Okay.
Right. Maybe it was during a test. They don't say. They skid past that.
So is it a particularly shitty Jor-El?
Nope.
Okay.
Great guy. He crash lands in Kansas.
Calls Mom, Pa, Daddy, and Bobby.
But
change my diaper.
A whole alternate thing, because he crash lands in the same day that Lois is born, right? And her dad gets called out of the birth because of the crash landing of the ship.
Okay.
Because it blasts through like an orbital like station.
Okay.
Like there are people on it, and they're like, "There's a thing coming! Shoot it! Kill it!" And they couldn't because it's alien tech. So he, like, Lois's dad is like looking for it's a very Hulk kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Like he's looking for whoever this is. Then you have a time jump, maybe like 6 to 10 years or whatever, and he is John's adoptive brother. Like they're family. He stayed in Smallville, helping the Kent farm.
Wow.
Just being a dude.
What a leg up that is.
Right? And they mentioned as much. Like, John's like, like, you're helping us out. This is great, but, like, maybe you should, like, the people down the farm need some help or whatever. And Jor-El lays out a Star Trek style, like, the Kryptonians...
The prime directive is not to interfere.
Yes, the Kryptonians had rules about interfering with, like, lesser developed races, and I can't. Like, I have to stick by that.
Fuck you calling lesser developed.
Yeah. The problem is, John has his heart attack, and because the technology doesn't exist, like, there's a scene, he flies him to the hospital, he's in a hospital bed, and he's literally saying, like, I need this, I need parts from an MRI machine, I need this, blah, 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 and the doctor's like, bro, that's science fiction, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, no, I can save him, and he can't save him because he doesn't have access to the stuff to make the thing to save John, so John dies. And that spurs him to be like, nope, fuck that, I'm going to interfere now. Like, I'm going to bring what I can to this world. And the first thing he does is fight Metallo, which is like a big military robot. that was developed. That goes crazy. So that's how he comes to the world for the first time. The suit looks good. I like the suit because it's like a weird, like, he's got a quote unquote cape, but it's more like a robe.
Yeah,
it's a good look. It's black and white. The problem, like, he's very well intentioned, and he's a good person. The problem is at the end, they have a very ominous, like, because he is very public. He introduces himself to Lois's dad. I always forget his name.
General Lane.
General Lane. Duh. And he does a quick little interview with Perry White, and he's like, "And I'm here to help, and I'm gonna make the world a better place." But like,
whether you like it or not,
it very much had that behind it. Yeah. So I'm curious to see where this goes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the classic question was like, do you intervene if you can, like, to make it better, or?
At that point, Lois and Lex are still children, and Lex sees Jor-El on screen, and he's like, "Dad, I know what I want to be when I grow up."
Bald.
So yeah, I enjoyed it. Reading a lot of Superman stuff recently, and it's weird.
That is weird. No, thank you.
If it's good, I'll take it.
Sure. The only other number one I have for this week, a bunch of number twos. Because they're shit. No. But Dark Horse had a Did You Hear About Mimi Green by Connor Goldsmith and Josh Cornwin.
That is in my stack. I have not gotten to it yet.
It's interesting. It's fun. Mimi Green was a celebrity of some kind. She definitely had an online presence. I don't know if she was like an actress or a musician, but she seemed to be like a jerk of all trades.
Like an influencer, maybe?
Maybe.
Just like just an online personality?
Yeah. And she winds up crashing out hard after like a divorce, I think, and winds up going to a retreat facility. But it's not like for, it's not a rehab. It's a mental,
sure,
kind of,
yeah, like a mental health retreat. Yeah, it's a thing.
Counseling sessions and shit like that.
Sure.
And everyone's in the circle of chairs sharing and shit. And she seems pretty cool because there's like a chubby girl in there with her who's really down on herself, and another guy who seems to be like more like her friend, and the guy's a little bit of a jerk, keeps picking on the chubby girl, and Mimi keeps telling him to shut up. So apparently Mimi and the other girl share a room, and I guess Mimi's slightly empathetic to her, and the roommate tells Mimi that she can't sleep and she's having terrible dreams and she feels like she's being chased and she's high-strung, high anxiety. And that night Mimi has the dream and the girl is in it. And they're both running from the thing that's chasing the other girl, and it seems to be some like weird body horror monster. It's like guts and stuff or whatever. And she wakes up in a sweat and a panic, and she like looks at the other girl and she's like, "Hey, like, I was there with you." And the girl's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I didn't even have the dream last night. So
she got infected by the dream?
I don't know. It's possible. Huh. That's about all it is, because there's really only one setting. It's her. They don't leave the thing. They start off in it. There's a little on who she was, and then body horror nightmares.
Okay. All right.
I liked it though.
Okay, cool.
It was a quick and easy read. My only complaint is that now I'm just like, all right, next issue, please.
Sure.
I want to know what's going on.
Only 1 month to wait.
Yeah.
Another one that went super fast. Corpse Night 2.
Yeah.
Michael Chaves, Matthew Robert. My God, it's so fast.
Yeah.
But it's very good.
For as fast paced as it is, it gives you a lot of information, right?
It's dropping stuff for you.
She's on the like in issue 1, we're on the road. The dead dad in the armor of the guy who murdered him, and the little girl are off to find Joan of Arc because of her close relationship with God. Maybe she can cure her dad. Yeah. And they come across some people on the road, and they're like, "You'll never make it in time." Like, I was just with them. They're 2 days travel, and they're on the move. And the girl's like, "I'll just take a shortcut through here." And he's like, "Oh, don't do that. That's the forest of Rambouillet.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, if you go in there, you're fucked.
It's the forest from Feral.
It's the forest from Feral. Because all the animals are
covered in
green
goo.
slime and red eyes. Yeah. They're all infected. They got whatever's going on in Feral.
They go into the evil forest and they get attacked by wolves oozing green slime.
Yeah.
But then, while they're fighting them, some villagers show up.
Yeah, they get separated.
The girl, she gets knocked off an embankment into a river.
Yeah.
And she, like, floats away, leaving Papa with the people who go, he's a warden!
Because of the armor, of the bad guy. And they
split his head in half.
Yeah, they stuck a sword right through the helmet and ripped it in half, and they put like a dozen arrows. He got jacked. That's a good thing he's dead.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, good thing that's done. And they go, oh my god! And he gets back up, and then it's implied that he murders them all.
Yes.
They were also in the woods looking for a little boy.
Yes, that the daughter finds.
The daughter finds. So she washes ashore at a witch's
cabin,
witch's cottage.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, this is witchcraft. And it's, yep, good. She finds the boy in a sack, and he's like, the white mask sacrifices children to the devil, and he's gonna be back soon. We gotta go. That dude shows up, and he looks cool.
Yeah, he looks
I will
cool.
say the character design stuff, really cool.
Yeah. She bites his finger, right?
Yeah, they are jumping off like a cliff into some water.
Yeah.
And he grabs her hair, and she bites his finger, and she manages to jump.
Yes, and they get away. And then they get out of the water, and they climb up a ravine, and they find Dad. Helmet back on.
He looks
dozen
like
arrows. Yeah, they're just like, what happened to you?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep. Yeah,
Fun.
What happened to you is I killed your family, little boy. Right?
Not a good look.
Yeah. But yeah, it's I enjoy it. It's got the fantasy stuff going on. Other than the goo wolves, I liked it. I like the witch in the woods, but it's just like a very proper looking dude with a cool mask.
Yeah.
It's not just the old hag.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I also have Pretty Hate Machine #2.
How was that? I was curious to see. I did not read the first one. What's going on with that?
Written by Ryan Onan and Tim Seeley, art by Hank Lamarco. In the first issue, the main character's name's Thomas. His father has just passed away. He suspects his uncle and mom might have something to do with it because now they're getting really close.
It's Macbeth?
Yeah, it's kind of, it's Macbethy. 3 of his friends from like school come across themselves murdered and dismembered in the woods, and they come to get him and show him, and when they get there it's gone and they leave. Like he's like, they're like, we swear it was here, and he's like, yeah, whatever, I don't fucking care. He's like, there's shit going on. He's like, you just take off, I'm gonna be alone. And he is approached by this anime looking Edward Scissorhands creature from hell named Luther. And he gets a ride home from a police detective. Police detective was there. The creature Luther kills the police detective. In this issue, Thomas is like, he wakes up and he's like, I don't even know what you do as a detective. I don't even know if that's real or not. He's like, I hit him. Don't worry. No one's going to find him. And it's basically like Luther trying to convince Thomas to do terrible things. He's like, hey, you should fucking kill your mom. Like, your mom's a piece of shit. Like, she's fucking your uncle.
Okay.
And he's like, there's no proof of that. Like, we don't know any of that shit and whatever. There's a girl that lives across the street that he was fancying, and she had just started to show signs of interest in him, and her mom was like, don't do that. Like, that boy's got problems.
He talks to a guy with knife hands.
Yeah. And she's like, feels bad that she like cut him off and stopped talking to him because of the father dying and stuff. And she's like, he could probably really use a friend. Like,
sure.
Like, I feel bad. I stopped talking to him just because my mom said so. So, like, she looks out, like I guess his bedroom window's across from hers, so they, like, stare at each other from across the street or whatever.
Typical.
Yeah. And she sees the Luther character, and she's like, what the fuck is that? And that's basically it. Two of the friends from the bike crew. There's 3 friends. June is one. I don't remember the other 2. The other 2 are brothers.
Chad and Tad.
Yeah, sure. They go and find him because he hasn't been in school in a couple weeks, and he's an artist. And their art
Guys, Get over it. His dad died. Just go back to school.
Right. There's an art presentation being done at the school, and he's an artist, and apparently a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So the teacher is giving him like his own wall, and these two, and it's, apparently it's a big deal. He's getting his own wall because these other two brothers are like, we have to share a corner with some other girl, you know. But you get this whole wall, and you haven't been to school, so we wanted to tell you, like, figure that would like brighten you up a bit, and. He's a little like moody and pissy, and they get into a shoving match with one brother, and the other brother steps in the way. He's like, "Hey, don't you fucking like we came here to tell you good shit, and you're being an asshole." And he kind of like levels out, and he's like, "You're right. Like I suck. Like, I'm sorry." And they take off. And the last scene in the book is them fucking gutted and strung up. So,
cool.
Apparently, Luther went and killed his two friends.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, a whole lot of unreliable things going on here because it's like, who's dead, who's not, why?
Right. Yeah. And it's a lot. It's like, I think it's supposed to be cerebral like that because, like, you don't know if the Luther thing is even real or if it's just in his head.
Sure.
He's doing these things.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's. This is a more ambiguous mystery. It's like the way it should be, where it's like, I don't know what's going on really myself. Like, there's a lot of weird shit going down.
Sounds confusing.
It's easy to follow, like they spell it all out for you, but like whether things are real or not is questionable.
Sure.
So
sure.
I don't like the art. I think Luther's design is horrendous. Mm-hmm. He looks like a throw-up monster.
Oh, good.
It really bothers me that I like the story that much because it's ugly. Anything else?
I only have Exquisite Corpses 13, which closes out the story.
Oh, so good.
By
so sad it's over.
James Tynion and Michael Walsh.
However, the best news to come out of comic books this week is the fact that there will be a season 2.
Yeah, we're getting a Rascal Randy tie-in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it says season 2.
So this story is over, and it ended big, and it really, really, really good. One of the things in stories for me is when fantasy and fiction take that route and go over the top for like the wow factor, or and people don't act like people. I felt like all the people, like the townspeople specifically that are involved in this scenario, acted like people, made the better choices.
Yeah, there's definitely that's a reasonable choice to make in this situation.
Yeah,
that definitely.
It made things much harder to lose characters. We have the black woman who is the EMT who gets the Massachusetts mask and the gun, and then we have the mom who's been through literal fucking hell since this thing started.
Yeah, she's just psychologically broken.
She was a used car. She worked at a used car lot. Her boss was an asshole. Her boss was making her work instead of taking her son trick-or-treating. She was like a pushover person to get stepped on, and by the end of running into all these like psychopaths and murderers, she's cut up. She's been through hell. She gets the sword from the Fox.
Fox Mask Killer.
The Fox Mask Killer. And she is just fucking batshit crazy at this point.
She just wants to protect her son.
But she's
who she thought was dead.
Right, but at this point, she's like, I will do anything to protect my son. I will do anything to get out of this. And it's like, wow, yeah, okay. Like, desperate people and desperate measures. And you have the state people on the walkie-talkies talking to them going, hey, like, we explained the rules to you. You guys picked up weapons, and this is to the death. Like, and hard decisions are made, Like, it makes you respect the characters a lot more. Like, how cool is the mom for just going, like, take care of my kid?
Sure. Sure, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's funny is, like, you kind of get the vibe that the EMT woman, like, right from the beginning, she is the hero. She is the selfless one. She is helping people. It affects her when people get hurt. She has empathy. But, man, watching the mom break.
I mean, it wasn't like a slow thing. It happened pretty quick because she was just like, this is all really fucked. Oh my God, I think my son's dead. And she just cracks.
But it happens more and more and more. Like, she gets pushed to the razor wire girl that, like, strings her up in the web in the woods. That was only, like, 3 issues ago where she gets all sliced up. Mm-hmm. And just watching her break and become this, like, kick-ass mom who's like, yeah, I will cut a motherfucker.
I don't think kick-ass mom is the right set of words.
I think she's kick-ass.
I think unhinged. Unhinged.
She's
psychologically broken.
Listen, she's definitely unhinged. However, there were 13 killers in this competition, and this mom outlived a lot of them. Most of them.
By happenstance, it wasn't like because she was so cool and good at fighting. It was because she got lucky.
No, yeah, she got lucky a lot. Which, like, if I was in that scenario, I would hope for that same kind of luck.
Sure.
I'm just saying, I have respect for that character. I like that character.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's a solid series. So it's a good wrap up to a pretty solid, fun read. Yeah.
I have issue 2 of Red Roots. Writing and art by Lorenzo Di Felici. This was the one where the number 1 had the
heads.
The heads. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this woman kept coming home and finding severed heads in her house, and we still don't know how they got in her house. Which I want that.
Okay.
I want how these things get into her house. But at the end of the issue, after there are police to her house, and she spends a night away and comes back to her home and finds more heads, the last page, this big purple ogre thing is in her house and is like, you have something that belongs to me. And he's talking about the heads. The heads are his. Turns out his name is Grit.
Okay.
Because he has now taken her to his world, which, like, I guess the doorway is through the closet in her apartment.
Narnia shit.
Yeah. And there was also a cop investigating who had showed up at her house and followed through the doorway.
It's a good thing he's there because no one was going to believe her otherwise.
Well, yeah, right. She's just a crazy person.
Yeah.
She's going to be in an asylum. Right. Mm-hmm. But this all takes place, the second issue all takes place in Grit's world, which is a, fantasy world with monsters and stuff, and they're being dragged behind on a makeshift gurney behind his, let's just say, steed. It's big monster thing. Like, it's gotta be like a big bug elephant kind of thing because it's carrying a giant ogre dude. Like, and he's big. Grit is big. Like,
okay.
He's like a Hulk, in comparison to people. And the cop has taken some lumps. He was hurt. Like, he was bloodied up. I don't remember how he got hurt.
Bunch of heads fell on him?
I don't know, but he was, like, severely wounded. And when the woman wakes up, the Grit's talking to himself. He's like, he doesn't have much life left. I'm going to have to go fix him. And she's going to wake up and scream a lot, and it's going to be noisy. And she does. She wakes up and she starts screaming, and he's like, humans always act like this. Like, you're just like, all right, like, so they are accustomed to us, and we are not accustomed to them. Like, they are aware of what we are.
So he's a good guy?
It remains to be seen.
Okay.
Because nobody has a negative reaction to them as they're being dragged through the town to the shaman guy who heals the officer. Mm-hmm. But when the officer is healed, he becomes fully alert, and it's just like, what the fuck is going? Pulls his sidearm out, is like, what? And there's just we're in a standoff of questioning of what the fuck is actually going on.
I'm just saying, it's not like he just went like, ooh, new heads, and like he took him to get healed and stuff. Okay.
The other interesting little tidbit of information, because he says he's like, the heads are mine, like they're my heads. I just wanted them back. The heads talk.
Mm-hmm. I think you mentioned from the first issue that they talked.
Yeah, they talked to her, but you weren't sure if they were going crazy. No, they talk. They're just in the bag, and they're hysterical because they're just heads in a bag. They're not saying anything relevant to the story. It's just like one says, like, I have sand in my mouth. I don't like it. Like, it's like, what? There are heads in a bag talking about being heads in a bag.
Well, he can't be too good of a guy if he's got a bag full of heads, so.
I mean, he seems really helpful.
Okay.
Like, it took him to get healed and shit. And he seems like
I gotta fatten those heads up before I take them.
He seems like a here we go again guy, like the way he is describing everything. He's like, I heal this guy, I'm bleeding everywhere, and she's gonna scream and act crazy, and she does. Like, he's right about a lot of stuff, and like a couple of people as they're making their way through the town and stuff are like, hey, Grit, got any new heads? And he's, no. Or did you find your heads? And like, yeah, it's just weird.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Like Eeyore with a bag full of heads?
Kinda. Yeah. So hopefully.
All right. Well, that's all I got.
That's all I got.
Okie doke. Next week, we're going to be going over Acid Box, which was a blind gamble that I took. It was like, oh, that sounds interesting when I was doing an order. And it's something. It's a read.
I would have liked it better if it came with acid.
Oh, that would have been interesting. That would have been real interesting.
The only way to enjoy this book is to take acid and read it.
I don't even think that's going to help it.
No. Unfortunately, no.
So, tune in for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to us today. If you would like to send us an email to give us things to talk about, to ask us questions, to give us things to read like Jack did, you can send us stuff to Jesus. You can send stuff to Jesus, your Lord and Savior. We're turning the podcast around. It is now a fundamentalist Christian.
And listen, he's not going to send stuff back. Like, I know some people out there are still waiting. He's not coming back. He's not sending stuff back.
No, you send us money, and that's seed money that the Lord will use to make you rich.
Yes, do that. Send us money.
We're doing prosperity gospel now. So you could send us emails to thecomiccryptcast@gmail.com. Store is also on Instagram and Facebook. We post up what we get on a weekly basis there, so take a look at those. Links for those are going to be in the show notes. And
last few days of the sale?
Yes, sale is going to be over at the end of the month. So Sunday the 31st is the last day of the sale. Come in and take advantage while you can. So what's it? You got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You got 5 days
Yep.
to take advantage. Go read your books.
We loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags like comics. The hardcore get it while the soft bitches vomit. I came to this earth on a radiated comet. Now the planet is in perilous danger because I'm on it. Fly super villain with the superpowers in me. Got the red issues and all my shit is minty. Body like Ben Grimm, suckers I be beating down. Look around and we be found chilling out in Eatontown. I be at the comic crypt stacking up the kryptonite. Doomsday and Superman every time I grip the mic. Dark Phoenix overloading, supernova sunspot exploding. I'm the Punisher reloading Bobby Drake when he's frozen. Storm forming ominous clouds over the ocean. Working with Professor X to master my emotion. Have you posing in the box whether you know it or not. I'll easily bag your bitch like Logan did to Scott. Mr. Sinister plots when I administer shots to clone Gene from a jeans. Then this shit'll get hot like Inferno. Burn slow, humans are ash. God loves man kills in the days of future past. Now I'm working on a science lesson. Me and Brian Stratton, a rat in a cage who can't stop buying X-Men.
Like a flower that blooms in the spring. You were beauty, you were